hello there. Welcome to the mind of Opex. Or you may know me as Steve, if this goes on Bookface. Hope you all doing good today. It's a beautiful day in Georgia today. Beautiful day. I love it here. So, there's something I want to talk about today. You probably already read the title of the video, which is 10 years to my retirement. This is something I've thought about a lot. It's my goals, it's my passion, and it's a way to liberate myself and become free. So, let's dive into it. Hope you all doing good today. Happiness and longevity. I wish for every single one of you that watch my videos, that don't watch my videos, or whatever. So the mind of Opex is saying that this is the route I should be taking. Now, just 5 short months ago, I was a corporate slave. And as a corporate slave, I didn't make much money. I felt like I was in a prison and I was stuck. I couldn't pursue my dreams. I could never buy a brand new car or anything that anything that I wanted to do. So, I hope this video helps you. The goal of this video is not to make you look like, at this as, being jealous or I'm an idiot or you want to debunk my video because I'm wrong about my own path. I don't know. So, again, it's a beautiful day out here at the truck stop. Met a pilot. I shouldn't actually be stopping, but I am hungry and I'm really hungry. So I want to go in there and eat. So I'm going to make this video short and sweet. So let me show you my guideline for what I want to be doing. 10 years to my retirement. No bullshit. My first year, which is the year I'm in right now. I have only been trucking for a few months, and I'm making more money already than I was making at Home Depot, and I should be saving more money because I'm going to be losing my apartment soon. That said, in my first year, my goals is to pay off all the things that I'm indebted to, the things I'm paying for right now that I don't own, or that I haven't finished off my debt. And those two things primarily are my car, which I owe still like $9,000. I'm going to pay off my car, and I'm going to pay off my tuition to truck driving school, which I owe probably about another $6,000. After that's paid off this year will be complete for me. So that's step 1 of my plan. Year 2. The second year, I am going to be, putting money down on property. This is just land only. It's probably going to be in Florida because I'm obsessed with Florida. I love Florida so much, but I have a little sweet spot for Georgia and Alabama as well, because there's a lot of people that own land that do not have foundations on their house, and they have either a tiny house on wheels or prefab on cinder blocks, you name it. So it's a way that you can go off the grid and save a lot of money for the rest of your life. Step 2 of my goals, after my tuition and my car's paid off, I'm going to have less things to pay for. Am I right? And in those less things to pay for, I'm going to be making more money. So, step 2, buy land. It might be 3 to 10 acres. It might be 10 to 30 grand. But I want good land, farmable land. If it has a pond, or I'll get a pond, or make a pond. Whatever. That's my year 2 goal. It's a good goal. Year 3. We are going to buy a house. It may be a prefab house. It may be a tiny house on wheels. But regardless, I'm going to have a home. A home that's definitely has enough room for just me and my few things. as you can see, I'm very comfortable in this little thing. How comfortable would I be in a prefab house with like 1,000 square feet? So, step 3, get a house, put it on my land. So in year 3 of 10, I already have a house. I have some property, but we're not done there. That isn't retirement, because that's not all you need. Year 4 and 5, I'm going to collaborate together because it's the same goals for both of those years. I would love an in-ground pool. I would love it. You know, salt blocks instead of chlorine and chemicals. I want an in-ground pool, you know, because it's hot in Florida or any of those southern states. I'm definitely not moving up north. And, well, you would want to dive in your pool, right? That's luxury. So, pool is a big priority for me. I might want a basketball hoop, a gun range, definitely farmable land. So I'm going to have farm. I might uproot all of the grass on my property and change it to pygmy grass, which, you do your research, I guess. It only grows like 3 inches and you never have to mow it. Not that that's a necessity, but in Florida you have a rule, a law, that you have to maintain your grass. And if I'm gone majority of the year, how am I going to mow the grass, you know? So that's just an option. So, year 4 and 5 is going to be basically paying all the odds and ends that I want. What if I want a motorcycle? You know, whatever. Which I definitely want in the future. Whatever it is, my 4 and 5 is all my odds and ends, big payment odds and ends, and get those out of the way in year 4 and 5. So then, in year 6, I'm already living quite a luxurious life for being the age of 34 or 35. So, years 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of my plan and my goals and my vision, which is it's beyond probable. I'm doing it. 6 through 10 will be, I will basically work half the year. I'm going to work 6 months out of the year. You can call it a half retirement. So in half retired time, I'm going to be out on the road for 6 months and then home for 6 months. Road, home, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. So I'm not going to be working 6 months out of the year. Now look at it this way. In the profession that I'm in now, year 1 that I'm working now, I'm not going to expect to make much more than 40 grand this year. You know, which is still at least double that I was making at Home Depot or any other place, you know. So by year 5, I'm going to be making 60 grand to 100 grand every year by year 5. So in year 6 through 10, I'm going to be working 6 months out of the year. So let's take the smallest amount I probably would make, which is going to be way higher than 30 grand, but I'm going to say, or 60 grand. I'm going to say 60 grand though, in the bare minimum, because this is how my mind works. I always think about the bare minimum of what I can accomplish, because I can definitely accomplish it, right? So in year 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, be working 6 months out of the year. And, well, let's say I'm pulling in just 30 grand those years. If all my debt is paid off, if I have a property without a home with a foundation on it, that means that I'm only paying probably $2,000 to $3,000 in taxes maximum. I'm only paying for insurance for my vehicle. So let's just add that to it. Let's say $3,000 a year I have to pay, let alone my food on the road, because by year 6, I'm going to have farmable land. I'm going to have fruit trees. I'm going to have palm trees, but, you know, that's not food, but that's things I'm going to have. I'm going to have fruit trees, citrus, you name it, peach. I'm going to have trees of fruit. And I'm going to have vegetables by mass. I'm going to be looking to have about 20 to 100,000 pounds of food growing off my property. And I'm dead ass. That's how much food I'm going to have. 20,000 to 100,000 pounds of food on my property. So I'm going to be eating basically for free. I'm going to be only eating on the road, which would cost money, but of course I'm going to be bringing a bunch of fruits and vegetables and stuff with me, but that's not going to last 6 months. So I'm going to have to buy food at the truck stops and whatever. Let's say I spend $3,000 on food. Let's say. So that's $6,000 I'm paying that year. I have $3,000 coming in. 30,000.
Say a command.
Let's not say a command. So 30,000 minus 6,000, I'm still coming out of there at 24,000 minimum every year. Added. Just floating in there. So after 5 years of that, you can imagine I'm getting used to basically learning how to live without money, but I'm still gaining money in those 5 years. By the 10th year, I'm going to be 39 years old. You can say before the age of 40, I'm going to be retired. Because if I'm spending $3,000 a year think about it this way. If all the money that I saved up in trucking and stuff goes away in 20 years after that, so I'll be 60 years old and all my money's gone, whatever. Because I've learned how to farm. I've learned how to be off the grid for a long time. And if I need little jobs and stuff, haul this, work 2 months out of the year this, just to pay for your taxes, I'll do it. But chances are I'm not even going to need to because I'm too intelligent to have to work as a job. So that's my goal. My goal is to be retired by 40. Do you understand that? I don't think it really hit you as bad as it hit me that I can do that. Now, that's not just something like I'm throwing in the dark. I could retire then. I have a goal, and I just showed you the outline, the guidelines to my goal. And I'm going to be half retired in 5 years. I'm going to only have to work 6 months out of the year. And the other 6 months I can visit family. I can enjoy my life. I can, work at home. And I plan on working the rest of my life, obviously, with an off-grid idea. I'm going to have no utility bills. I'm going to have solar system, no electricity bills, solar system, one-time buy. Obviously, you might have to re-up on things here and there, but those are odds and ends. Those are never going to reach $1,000. And I'm going to collect rainwater. Obviously, in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, those are the 3 prime. I'm definitely thinking of Florida, but I don't know if it's legal to collect rainwater in Florida. I do want to do this all legally because I know the legal system pretty well. So I'm going to collect my own rainwater. I'm going to filter my rainwater. And I'm going to be living off the grid, paying minimal amount of taxes and everything else, minimal amount of money a year. And I'm going to be so happy. I can dive in my pool. How I envision it is very beautiful. It's a blessing. And I'm glad I'm smart enough to come up with this instead of being one of those people. And what I mean by one of those people, I mean the average sheeple that expect things to just fall in line. I'm gonna, they always have this dream, especially women, not all women, but some women, I'm gonna find a guy that just makes a lot of money and, or whatever, something that can be secured and not have to be so troublesome about money and living in debt and stuff. But the chances are it's not gonna be like that, you're not gonna find that guy. Unless that guy's me, then you're really blessed. But however, I do feel bad for most people, and this is what this video is for. Because the problem that I see is this. When I ask somebody this question, I ask them, where do you want to be in 10 years? Where do you want to be? You're going to hear the most beautiful stuff come out of their mouth. Where do you want to be in 10 years? Well, I'd like this. I like this. This is a want. That's the key word, is want. You want to be this. You want to do that. But the biggest problem is this follow-up question. Where are you going to be in 10 years? Then it becomes, well, I hope, or if all goes well, or if this or that. And it's not as beautiful sounding. It's more or less, I hope it's not going to be, I'm not going to have this job anymore. I hope they have a good job. I hope they have a wife and kids and a house and blah, 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 blah. Shit, dude. Make it happen. There's so much possibility in this world. You can't just be like, I hope, and have these dreams. You need to intentionally follow these dreams and actively work on them. You know what I mean? And of course, your vision isn't going to be the same as my vision. However, your vision might be unique to your beauty and your vibration and what you want. So actively go after your own vision of what you want to accomplish. It isn't as hard as it seems. If you need to unplug your TV for a week to start functioning again, do whatever it has to happen, because, well, this is your time, man. You don't want to wait forever. Living with regrets suck. And I've lived with a lot of regrets. And, my regrets could be as small as I should have talked to that girl or got her number, to I should have, whatever. I should have gotten to trucking earlier. Now, when I was 20 years old, I wanted to get into trucking. And, when I was talking to recruiters and stuff, one of them finally told me that you have to be 21 to get your commercial driver's license. So I was like, oh, fuck. So I can't even drive trucks or whatever. By the time I hit 21, I didn't want to truck drive. I had so many friends. I mean, I had a lot of friends when I was 20. But about 21 is when, my party stage, I'm still in the party stage. And, I preferred that over truck driving. But I wish I did. I wish I went into truck driving really early. But I want to be the guy that I am now if I've been trucking for all those years. Because the guy that I am now is very helpful to society in terms of information and intelligence. I may not be the smartest person. I may not use, very intelligent words and gargantuan idioms, whatever you want to say. I don't really use them. But I do want to help you guys. Happiness and longevity. That's the 101 of me. And I want to provide that, or enlighten you, or create the spark, or put the light bulb in your head to accomplish that yourself. So thanks, guys. I'm freaking hungry. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. It is beautiful here in, I almost said Florida, but of course it's beautiful in Florida, in Georgia. So I hope you guys enjoy, and, stay healthy and stay strong. I love my life.